Hi everyone, I'm Fawn.
And I'm Shawn.
And this is Sanctum Stitching. And it's October.
October!
Gosh, my chin is so shiny. I thought that I just wiped an oxy pad all over my face. I'm like, oh, that'll work. No, I'm even shinier. You could literally see the window. Do you see the window in my chin?
No, I don't see the window in your chin.
Well, if you look on there, you can see the window in my chin.
You can see the window on my cheek.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been a while.
The last time we filmed was late July. So we're here. We're doing it.
We're doing the thing.
Life's been a lot. To jump right into it, our cat is sick. He has cancer, and hopefully he'll wander over here. He had a surgery recently, so he's in the cone of shame because he had surgery on his jaw. So that's been a lot. We found out in December, had surgery in December, then found more cancer in the end of July, actually. Found more August, end of July, and then had another surgery then, and then had hopefully his final surgery mid-September.
Yeah.
Just a week ago. So that's been a lot. And then we're still trying to find a house. Things are looking up. We're getting there, I think.
Yes.
I really think we're getting there now. But if you've ever bought a house or been through the process, especially recently, it's really, really taxing.
Yeah.
And it'll be our first home, and so we really don't want to just settle for the sake of buying a house to have a house. We want to buy a house that we don't have to necessarily leave if we don't want to, and we want to stitch. We don't want to fix up a house. No. So that makes it harder too. And then we want land. Like, all we're asking for is a half acre to an acre, but apparently a third of an acre is all you can find. So that's been pretty taxing. But we did good stuff too, right? We had good things happen.
Yes, we did.
We've taken some pottery classes. So in Toledo, or the Toledo area, we have a place called 577 Foundation, and they have all sorts of classes from pottery to cooking to card making, rainwater collection containers. They're so diverse. So if you're anywhere in the Northwest Ohio area, definitely check them out. But we've been taking pottery, and I had taken pottery before, but Shawn had not, so.
Yeah, it was really cool just to experience the different types of mediums, and like I said, working with pottery is something I always wanted to do, so it's kind of a nice introduction. And it's a really nice class. The 577 Foundation really does a good job of not overwhelming you. They kind of say, all right, here's what we're going to do, here's the instructions, and they just kind of leave you to it. So
yeah,
but it's really cool. I found out that I really like pottery, and I always like working with my hands, so it's just another way to do that. So it was a really cool thing.
Yeah, so we're going to take another one in November, and we're going to make cookie plates.
Fat cookie plates, size of, massive
He
ones.
wants to make a plate the size of the cat.
Yep.
Maybe if you tell Julie, she'll let you do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was just something that I was like, okay, let's do it.
Try it out. Let's see, looking at my notes. We've been gone a while, so I had to make some notes here. Still house hunting, check. So send us some good vibes for that, but I think we're getting there. Pottery classes, Wally surgery. Oh, we camped twice?
Twice.
I think we've camped twice since the last time we filmed. So that we were right on the Maumee River in Ohio, so that was super, super nice.
Very nice.
You want to tell about the raccoon?
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know, it was the first or second night. First night, we're just getting ready for bed. I put out the fire, picking up stuff. We're getting ready, and we get into the tent, and about, 20, 30 minutes afterwards?
Not, literally 5 or 10.
All we hear is just
But it was also
It was what's going on out there? And Fawn, of course, is like, go check it out.
You're like, I'm just gonna roll over, it'll go away. I'm like, no, I need to know what it is, but I'm not gonna go find out what it is.
So the best option was get up and check it out. And sure enough, somebody at the previous campsite, left puppy chow all over.
Kibble had spilled.
Kibble had spilled. And here's, sure enough, this raccoon's just trudging along, going like this and going,
sitting on its back legs, picking up the kibble and munching on it.
Right? I'm like, what are you doing? So that was an experience.
So then, of course, I jumped up, and then we're both looking at him through the tent wall.
It's like, okay, it's not a rabid wolf, and it's not like a big deer thing. So check. Okay, we can watch.
And it's really cute.
Really cute. So that is the second time that we've camped that we've had a raccoon.
Yeah, but then you had the third encounter. So the second night.
What was the second night?
So our tent, we have a portion that you sleep in, and then the portion that's a screen part, so you can put your chairs in if it's raining. And then, so I was getting bit up, so I sat my chair in the screens tent, and Shawn was sitting in the chair outside, still directly next to the fire.
Right. And then all of a sudden, I just see a massive silhouette just dart from this part to that part, like literally maybe just a couple feet past the fire. But it scared the heck out of me. It was definitely something that was like, oh, shoot. And Fawn's like, what's going on? It's like, did you just see it? A big chunky raccoon. And I'm pretty sure it was the same raccoon.
I'm sure it was the same one.
It's like, come back for my leftovers. I was like, it scared the heck out of me.
I told Shawn he should have gave it a marshmallow.
I should have gave it a marshmallow.
It's probably what it wanted.
It probably did. Smelled all the sweet stuff. So, so there's always cool experiences when we're going camping.
Yes.
Yeah, always an adventure.
So then, just to keep it rolling, because we have
So much.
this bag. You can't even see.
You can't even fit it into the camera.
There we go. We have this bag of shit to go through.
No,
and you can say shit.
Yeah.
We're not the most PG
I didn't know
channel.
she just took up a job in postal mastery or something because she's got a postal bag full of her hauls. So she's making deliveries.
But then I also have some stack next to me. Shawn's got a little stack next to him. We're going
for it. So go.
So, to start, we had a giveaway last time, which I feel bad it's been so long. But we were giving away this Dragonfly Pear needlepoint kit, and it's gonna go to Barbara Burdett. So Barbara, please send me an email. The email is below in the description of the video. And I'm also, because it has been a while, I'm gonna comment on your comments in a little bit. But in case you watch this first, I know it's so exciting to just hear your name when you're not expecting it. So I'm gonna let you see if you hear it, and then a couple days I'll comment on your comment just so you know, because I can't expect people to necessarily come back right away since this has been so long.
Yeah.
So yay, Barbara.
Yay, congratulations.
So then there was another comment, which I've been really, really bad. So because life's been a lot, I haven't really been posting on Instagram very much. My DMs, and I don't say this in like a braggy way, I really mean it in like, I feel bad that I haven't responded to people who have messaged me yet. So I really need to get back to that. But I've just sort of like, I guess, taken a backseat a bit with like the posting, the replying, and just trying to like get through with Wally, get through with the house. Work's been crazy.
Your
just
work
sort of
has been crazy.
Get through the season, feel like, get it all together. So that said, I haven't yet commented on the comments from the last video, and I feel bad that I haven't done that. So hopefully, as this is posting, I will go back and comment, because your comments really do mean so much to me, and I appreciate them, and I love them, and usually I always reply so instantly to the comments and DMs and all of those sorts of things. So if you commented and I didn't comment back, I'm not mad. And I just haven't had a chance. So I've become one of those YouTube apologizers.
You have.
But that said, I just wanted you to know, don't take it personal. Life's just been a lot. So, circling back to why that started, one of the comments asked for us to describe how we use our clamps to work at tables with our stitching. So in the last video, we said that we use these sort of worker clamps. They're really small. And it says Irwin Quick Grip.
Irwin brand.
And I just picked it up at Lowe's, but I'm sure you could get it anywhere. And we described how we use these when we're sort of stitching in the wild to clamp our stitching to the table that we're working in front of. So that way you don't have to lug a stand around, or if you don't have a stand. So the person had asked us to sort of give a visual of what we were talking about. So we're going to pretend that this is our table. Can I use your piggies?
You can use my piggies.
So if this is our table and this is our stitch. Oh, how do I do it? This is our table. No. We should have planned.
All right.
Let me clamp it on and then I'll just show you what I mean. Because the only motion I'm going to do is this. Oh, no, not that one.
I mean, it's accurate, but you know.
I probably would do that one first and then I'm going to go. You really made that big. Hold, please.
I kind of did that on purpose.
Did you? Oh
No,
my god.
not really, but.
Nightmare. Here, talk to the peoples.
Right. So yeah, we first did this really big success at StitchCon last year. Vaughn brought one, and I would love to take the credit, but I can't. She was actually.
But we were at StitchCon and he took the credit.
I did take the credit.
We went back upstairs to our room and I was like,
not this time though. But yeah, it was really nice. Like I said, we both have stands, but we didn't want to bring them and lug them around because like they're 30 pounds each.
It was our first time there and we didn't really know what the spacing was. And...
yeah, we didn't want to take up too much room, so this is a great opportunity. And the table that we had is roughly this thickness, but I mean, you can get different size ones, of course. So this is the one that we chose.
And I will say that I got this idea from the ladies in my Needle Arts Guild of Toledo. So it wasn't my original.
Represent.
But we're just passing along the knowledge.
Yes.
So this is our table. This is our stitch. And so you could see I have the clamp right at the top of my hoop. If you use a Q-snap, I'm sure you could clamp it very similarly. But I just have it clamped down. This is better than showing on a table because we're like, look at all the angles. So table, stitch, clamp, and you could get it as tight as you want. And I'd really try to put it at the top of the hoop so that way it's not on my stitching. But if you wanted it to go back further, I'm sure you could clamp right here if you were working down at the bottom of the hoop. And then another thing is you can either, on your table, if this is the top, you can have this post either facing down, but if you're like Shawn, you will stab your knee into it the entire weekend.
But if you're Shawn, if you do it the opposite way, you might poke your eye out.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense why you did that. I didn't even think, but you would have.
Do I want to save my eyes or do I want to save my knees?
Yeah, okay. So, good point. But you can also clamp where this is facing upwards, but maybe put something on it so you're not like Shawn and don't poke your eye out.
A piece of cork or something. I don't know.
Anything really.
But...
so whatever preference for you works, it works either direction. And then when you're done, it has the release. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to fall. I guess this was better.
Magic.
And that's it. So really easy, really inexpensive way to use a stand and see if you like two-handed stitching or even just a one-handed stitching. You just, for whatever reason, can't hold your hoop.
And that was very surprisingly sturdy, even for the size. So don't feel like it. If you get it pretty taut, you don't have to worry about it falling off.
Yeah, some people use 2 of these in my group. Some people use a little bit of a bigger one. It's really just your preference. But I think this size, really small.
It's so portable.
Works just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and one other comment. These come greased. And so I just made sure that I really wiped it off with, I don't know, paper towel or whatever. Just sort of cleaned it. And just a couple wipes, the grease was gone. But good to know because you don't want to get that on your stitching.
Right.
It would be awful.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we get into it?
Not really.
You have so many magnets. He's got a needle minder here. And he's got 3 magnets on the back of that needle minder. Where did you even get them?
Well, I pulled them out of the drawer and I'm like, oh man.
It's just all
there.
Alright, well why don't you show that since we already have it out?
Right, so this is the one that I've been recently just started stitching on again. And it's such a cute pattern. The other night I was staring at Fawn in the face.
Oh yeah, from the distance, the pattern, it's very large. And so from way across the room you could see its eyes and its ear, and that'll make sense in a second.
Right.
And I was just like, it's actually looking at me.
So this one is by Teresa Kogut. It's the Wilbur pattern.
It's so cute.
It is very cute.
So his chart, he's got it clamped on his stand, and it's like that.
Just that.
Just that looking at me.
Right. And, you know, the one that I recently stitched or just finished was a lot of, like, color variation. This one is a lot of pinks, but a lot of variations of pinks. So I've been starting on mostly the eye, below the eye right there. And now I'm just kind of getting into the ear. But there's some pretty cool colors on this one so far. And I love it because the pattern is really big, really easy to see, and easy to follow.
Really easy to see.
So this is 18 count Ada.
There's an example of the pattern. The way she printed it is so nice.
Yeah. I do have the fabric.
Oh, do you?
Somewhere.
I thought it was just like a green Ada.
Yeah, it's just a green
Might
Ada.
be on that sheet.
This one.
Nope, this one.
This one.
If we know the name of it. It might just be, I think it's just a green Ada.
Just a 18 count. So nothing too special, but yeah, I've been
but
starting.
18 count, that's pretty wild for you.
Yeah.
Is it 18 count?
Yeah, it's 18 count.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I guess so. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I love the green. The pink's gonna really pop.
Right. So going with the themes of animals, this is the one that I have started on as well. So hopefully...
This was one of your New Year's Eve starts, wasn't it?
It was one of my New Year's Eve starts. So full circle.
Good progress.
Yeah, good progress. Fantastic. But that's my one that I'm working on right now.
Hey, it actually
Or at
matches.
least one of them.
Matches my nail polish.
It does. Vaguely, yeah.
Oh, just about. So we can call this Leaf Me Be.
Leaf meaty.
If it matches the nail polish.
Right. What about you? What do you have over there?
Oh god. So I just collected everything sort of in this bag that we've been working on. Either one of us, that we've bought either one of us. And when we bought stuff, remember, we filmed in July and it's now October, so we have a big span of time where we bought stuff.
Yeah, we've been going to a few places.
So I guess we'll just kind of pull out at random and whatever it is, instead of the format of like new starts, finishes, whatever. It's a free for all.
Here's our stuff.
look at our things.
Look at our things, the collection.
I wish the cat would come over. He's really cute.
He's very cute right now.
Maybe let me just turn you. Hopefully, I am showing you the kitty cat. He is so cute. It out if we just totally butchered that. But hopefully
he's a little cone deaf, so he's hard to hear right now.
Oh yeah, he can't hear anything when he's in that cone, and he's a tank.
What is it called? Whatever tank they call him.
Oh yeah, you call him the name of a tank.
Yeah, but yeah, he is.
He, as a cat in general, he is a bulldozer.
Oh, he's a panzer. That's what he is.
A panzer.
Yeah.
He will just, if he wants to go through the curtains, he'll go through the curtains. If he wants to be next to you, he'll take the most complicated path. But now he's doing that with a cone on his head.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of backing up when the cone gets stuck on something, he just brute forces his way through. So there's many a times he has gotten stuck on the teapot. Because our teapot has like a little flippy lid on it. And he just tries to run at us and he gets stuck on the teapot lid. Never anything in it, but...
Right.
Okay, so want to show these first?
Yes.
So back in August, Love You More Studio had a sale on their book sleeves, and they were like a really, really good price for the standard, so the smaller size. So I got a bunch.
A few.
Shawn, we were watching a movie, and usually we chit-chat back and forth about it, or we're stitching when we watch something, and I... and Shawn looks over after like an hour, and he's like, "You've been too quiet. Why are you quiet?" And I'm just tapping away on my phone, like going through, and turns out I was on the Love You More website, and I was picking them out, and of course I have to look through every single page of their offerings. And yeah, so Shawn knows when I go too quiet, it's because I'm getting in trouble.
Things get accumulated when there's a lot of silence.
Like a Buff Bunny fitness order. Or book sleeves.
Husband tip number 324.
I'm like a toddler when your toddler gets too quiet and you're like, oh no, what is it getting into? I'm usually buying something.
Right. But they're really, really cool looking. They're really well designed.
Mm-hmm. So you want to show that one first?
Yeah, so the one that I have hoarded away.
He instantly stole it, and I knew he would, so it's all right.
Okay. Love You More stitching. It is space and planets, and they've got a fox looking through a telescope.
It's so cute.
It is actually different variations of foxes looking through telescopes, and it's just whimsical. It's right up my alley. I love the color, and just the design. They've got so many cool things.
It's awesome.
It is so cool. So I was like, mine.
A painting cat. And you could see I was going through my my Wally trauma for him having all of his ailments, because half of these are cat related.
Yeah.
Treasure Island. Crows. And it's got newspaper on the back, which is pretty cool. The Death Moth and Venus flytraps. It almost looks like it glows.
Mm-hmm.
This one is, it's got a badger, a squirrel, a hedgehog, all sorts of stuff in the night. It sounds so dramatic. Stuff in the night. This is, wow, scissors. That word was just gone. All sorts of scissors. Cats hiding in flowers. That's our Wally, grumpy as can be. Oh gosh, not thistles. What is the name of that?
I know what you're talking about.
Not clovers?
Not clovers, not thistles.
Are they clover? Clover flowers?
No.
Gosh, what is it? You're all screaming at this.
It's really cool.
My bunny loved to
summertime.
eat them. He preferred the purple over the white ones. I feel like they're clover flowers.
I'm gonna look that up. Stand by, please.
Well, I'll keep going while you look it up. Cats and plants. Some being mischievous. Easter bunny and some Easter eggs. And then I got this one for Shawn, because he's always wanted to stitch a merman. And I just thought it was so cool, because usually you see women in these poses, not men. So I was very excited. And this guy just looks like he's having the time of his life.
It's called chicory.
No, I've never called this chicory. I feel like I've called this clovers. Prove it. I don't believe you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, because I would always say, like, here, Fiddles, you want some clover? Am I just wrong? That's not the same plant at all. Yeah, BS. That's
Well-
not the same.
Well, somebody please.
I'm going to find what it really is.
But yes, I've always wanted to stitch a merman, and I'm still looking for that elusive cool design. I think you actually got me one, a merman.
Yeah, it's just a red clover.
Okay.
I was right. There we go.
She was right.
Well, I guess this is technically more of like a white and purple one, but it's the clover. It's a bushy thing.
Okay.
Maybe it's a white Dutch clover.
It could be a white Dutch clover.
You're all like, move on. I knew it wasn't chicory.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And then I thought there was, so I guess not.
And then, I got one more. And this one I immediately used.
Yep.
It's so cute. It's perfect for spooky. I'm obsessed.
I tell you, it's something else.
Obsessed. So I'll show you what's in here. I started recently Tiny Modest Halloween Stitch Along, and I think this is from 2017. So the year before I started stitching, which makes sense why I haven't seen it. But it's so cute. I wish it would focus. I guess that's good enough.
Yeah.
But I stitched the entire outside, so the Happy Halloween and the black border. And then I'm starting from this side and working my way across. So I'm almost done. You could see I have my needle sticking out. Because I was working on that this morning before I went to get groceries and then to the pumpkin patch. Oh, that's what we did. This is my birthday weekend.
Yeah.
My birthday's on Monday, so we both took off work because birthdays are a big deal around here.
That's right.
Even though my joints are getting creakier, my back aches.
Just right into 30s, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and you had a medical thing. You had a crazy thing happen to you.
Yeah, so...
You don't have to share if you don't want to.
I'll share, just because
It's funny.
It's
awful, but it's funny.
It's awful, it's funny. So the other morning, I was getting ready for work and everything, and I had some pain earlier in the week, and it was a lot of discomfort on my lower back.
He's like, I have reflux.
And I thought I had reflux, right? But it got progressively worse.
And he didn't tell anybody.
I didn't tell anybody, because I'm stubborn.
Typical.
And then one morning I was getting up, getting ready for work, and I had excruciating pain, and it moved from my back into my lower abdomen. And turns out I had a kidney stone, and it was very painful.
Awful.
Yeah, it was. I was hunched over crying, and I've never experienced that much pain.
Ended up in the ER.
Had this whole thing. Thankfully, it had passed since on arrival, but yeah, I spent the day.
That's such a nice way to put it. It passed on arrival. Before arrival.
Right. But yeah, kidney stones are no fun, so if anybody has dealt with them, I feel your pain. And I just hope that it does not occur in the future. Ever again.
So the funny part of that, because that's all awful, right? The funny part was that he remembered, hopefully this isn't too much TMI, he remembers seeing something, and it essentially looked just exactly like a grain of rice. So like a piece of white rice. And so they were talking to the doctor about it, and it comes out in conversation. They're like, oh yeah, that was definitely a kidney stone. And after you had like a bunch of tests done or whatever. And so it was just so funny because Shawn eats so much rice, like every single day, at least a cup of rice.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were thinking like, oh, probably rice fell off his shirt. And so it was just like, oh my God, Shawn, of all the things, because you don't eat enough rice, so now you're literally giving birth to rice.
Yes. I am a rice producing machine. That is what I am. So, yeah, that was an experience.
Oh my God. So that's the funny part, that the ricer turned into a rice machine. You're a rice cooker.
I am a
You're always
cooker.
so hot too.
Yeah.
I wasn't hitting you. You flinched like I was smacked you across the face. My goodness.
But I am a rice cooker. So yeah, that happened.
Anyway, here's my stitch.
How about that cool Halloween pattern?
I forget how to floss too.
We forgot. All right.
So here's where I am. So it says Happy Halloween. I have to cut this fabric, but I did finish the border over here. And I'm almost done. I have to finish the purple. There's 2 rounds of purple. There's this like medium purple and then a lighter purple that go across behind the skeleton. And then that's it for that part. So I kind of wish that the tree was a lot brighter than it is. I really thought it was going to be almost bright like this orange. Because when I looked at this, I imagined it all being so bright. And that just looks a little dull in comparison. But I don't know. I still really like it. It'll be exciting to get to the house in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the far right should be even less stitching, I think, than the other side. So that's fun.
Very fun.
And I'm still actively working on it, so maybe it'll. A lot done. Yeah, maybe it'll stay out. Maybe it'll get finished. But I don't know. We have an entire different bag full of things ready to start for Halloween. There's probably at least 20 projects in there between the 2 of us for fall and Halloween. So maybe this is as far as it'll go. We'll see. But that's been fun. Okay. You wanted to show... Did you show that?
This one?
Yes.
No. So, a part of the StitchCon project that we had to exchange for StitchCon was a series from Lizzie Kate.
I was like, what are you talking about? Proceed.
And so I had stitched one of them for my... I believe so. For my...
swap partner.
For my swap partner. And the one that I did was one of the owls.
Is this still going to be the last one?
It might be the last one.
This one. Creepy.
Creepy. Oh, that's right, because there's 2 parts.
There you go.
Good, thank you. So this is the one I stitched for my StitchCon exchange swap partner. The creepy with the owl. And I used the white buttons for the eyes. They have black buttons too. But somebody was able to get all of them for the stitch because it's a stitch along.
So the whole thing is on the back here. And do you want to flip through all of them or?
Yeah.
So the first option, well, it starts with Spooky and Treats at the top, which they probably were in order. Here, that one.
So, Spooky. And you have Treats.
Black Cats and Spiders.
Then you have Eek. And, again, Creepy.
Pumpkin and Fright. And then it's this one.
Brew. And Monster, which is really cool as well.
And then it ends with Ghost and Halloween. And it has an entire border around it, which I was still able to find on the Lizzie Kate website. So if you're interested in stitching these all together, there's like a candy corn border that you can get.
Which is really cool. And I'm excited to start that.
Here's what the flosses look like. Nice and bright.
Yes.
Super fun.
Very visual. The one I stitched was also very visual. So, yeah, I'm going to be starting that here. One of my Halloween starts.
And we're going to put it on this
kind of fabric.
Which I think will look really pretty.
It will. It's kind of like, what do you call that?
I think I have the name. I want to say it was Relic by Picture This Plus. But I'm not completely positive now.
Some nice pale oranges in there, so I
think that's right, though.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Picture This Plus fabric.
Very nice, though.
Yeah, so that was your anniversary gift.
Yeah.
Of course,
really
it was
cool
stitching.
bag.
Okay, so now we've picked up our piles.
Yep.
And now we have to dive into this big old bag. So literally nothing is in order. So the first is another new start for me. And I'm going to hold it back here just because It's a freebie pattern from Doreen Jones. You could get it on her Facebook page, but even though it's free, I still don't want, be respectful. So if you can see, I'm going to make it into a biscornu. And so it's got a donut in the center, followed by some popsicles and some ice cream and some little cupcakes. And it's really, really cute. And so I decided to put it on a pale green fabric, or a pale blue fabric. And I have the donut done, and this whole corner is done, except for the black for the eyes and the back stitching, which I'm going to save for last. But this donut hole was just screaming for it to be a biscornu. So
I agree.
I'm very excited about that. And of course I was like, I'm going to finish it this summer. And then we have maybe one day where it was like 60 or 65, and I'm like, fall. And my cute little project went away. But I had spent quite a bit of time on this.
You did.
I got one of my best friends to start stitching. 2 of them, actually. And I got to spend the weekend with one of them, and we went to a stitch shop together. Her first time ever. She bought 3 projects. She's finished 2 of them already, and then she's already bought on Etsy and kitted up a new project all on her own. So she's with us. We have another one.
You turned them.
Yes. But I was stitching on this when I went and spent the weekend with her. We had sort of like a girls' trip in Cleveland, so that was really fun. So Bree, if you're watching, I got some progress, and I'm so proud of you for being a stitcher now. Like, she bought a needle minder, a cute pair of scissors.
She went all in.
She's in it. And she's very much like me, once you get into something, you are in it, and you got to have all the things. So we should have known.
Yeah, should have known.
And I'm just going to put things away as we go, just so this isn't a nightmare. Another new start is Loon Lake, and this is a cross-twin collection. So if you've been around for a while, I had stitched this little one last year for my dad for Christmas, and now I am working on stitching the top one. And it's actually really narrow, but really long. And so we had started this with Keisha and Laura of the Pattern Queens, who are on Instagram as the Pattern Queen 3, I think.
That sounds right.
And Accounting for Stitches, and also on Flosstube as the Pattern Queens. They're awesome, amazing. Totally go check them out. The sweetest people. And we had met Laura in person, and I felt like I knew Keisha forever because I've watched the Pattern Queens for so long. And so then when we started talking, she's like, hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm like, what do you mean nice to meet me? Like, I know you. It's like, oh, yeah, hi, nice to meet you. So we started this for our crossed wing Sal. So if you're stitching on a crossed wing collection, if you want to stitch on a crossed wing collection, totally informal, just use the hashtag on Instagram. Really just a way for us to see each other's progress and encourage people to stitch on birds, because I've heard us mentioned on a couple of floss tubes, and every single one is like, oh yeah, they're a married couple and he stitches and he always wears a cutoff shirt and he works out and you wouldn't expect him to be stitching, and they really like birds.
They really like birds.
They go birding and they talk about birds a lot. Like, we've become the bird people.
Yeah, I guess we have. I'll gladly take that title.
I mean, I usually wear bird earrings, so
Yeah, that's true.
it makes sense. But I just thought it was funny. And so this is where I got to. So I have the outline of the entire this duck done. And so you have the little pocket at the top. That divot is where the baby duck will go, or baby loon. And then I gotta work over and add the other one. But it really won't be that much farther.
I really don't. Yeah.
And so that is almost completely as tall as it'll be. There's a little bit of stitching for the pond water at the bottom, but not a lot. So I'm shocked that I got so much of this done, because I really didn't work on it too many days.
No, you didn't.
I just kind of took the black and ran with it because I figured it would be so much easier to fill in that way.
Right. Now you have some white down here, so you're able to kind of really
Yeah.
get like the dimensional size of it. So
And this is on a Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month, and it's called Rainy Day.
Which is really nice because it is like pond water almost, you know.
And I was going to start these loons a while ago, and for whatever reason, I just like couldn't bring myself to do it. And notification. And I had a different Be Stitch Me fabric picked out, and it was really pretty. It was like lagoon or something, but it was like blues and pinks. And the day before we were gonna film with them, this fabric came in for the fabric of the month, and I immediately knew I had to swap it out, and this was the one to use.
Yeah, and I think you made a good choice.
I think it's awesome. The other one was like more dark blues, and so it would have been really pretty, but this is it. I hope you heard that crash. Oh, okay. Well, this is tracks, so I'm also doing another stitch along, which I felt really bad about because we had it filmed, so I couldn't broadcast it on here. So that was my bad, but I tried to post on Instagram to make up for it. So with Kim and Sarah of Stitch and Stuff, I started a stitch along called, oh God, what is it? Stitching Shepherd's Sal. So stitching shepherds with an S, S-A-L. So it's start along, stitch along, whatever you want to call it. And the whole point was to start a shepherd's bush pattern. And you could still have time to join. We're actually going to do some giveaways with this. I know I have a giveaway, and Kim and Sarah have a giveaway, at least one. And the idea is just to get people to stitch on a shepherd's bush pattern. So you would have to use the hashtag on Instagram, but email your start to Sarah, and the email I want to say is stitch and stuff xs@gmail.com, I think. But it's in they have obviously the Flosstube Stitch and Stuff, and so the email is in there. I'm like whacking you in the face here.
Like,
I'm Greek and a New Yorker. It's in their bio for their videos. But that's it. We haven't filmed in a while. I'm all over the place.
You're doing great.
Am I? Because I feel like I'm just word vomiting. Email them a picture of your start, and then by November 6th, send an updated email to show your progress. You don't have to finish it. If you've already started on a piece, that's fine. Just take a picture of where you're starting on that piece. And then by November 6th, send them an update. And so you'll sort of have the two photos and could show that you actually worked on it during this time frame, and then you'll be entered to win one of the prizes. So I know my giveaway is a kit, and I think Kim said that the kit that I'm giving away that I happen to pick up is actually the one she's working on. So that's kind of funny.
That is pretty funny, though.
So I started Happy Haunting by Shepherd's Bush. And I think it's really, really cute. And I came up with the hashtag Stitching Shepherd's Sal because we were trying to figure something out. We didn't want to just use Shepherd's Bush Sal, right? And so I just had this vision of all of us dressed as shepherds in a field surrounded by sheep, preferably in Ireland. And we were all standing there with our cross stitch. And then I thought about, like, you know how you have those mats for keeping your floss so they don't run away? Mm-hmm. I imagine just standing there, and we each had our own designated sheep. And we just laid our floss onto the sheep, and it was like our own orc catcher. So we're sitting there stitching in Ireland, shepherd's costume, sheep, floss on the sheep, and whatever we needed them, like it had to change colors, they had to trot back over so we could get.
Oh my God.
So I was like, we're going to do Stitching Shepherd's Sal. Hope you like it. So, yeah. So I am stitching on Picture This Plus 32 count Murmur. And the problem with, I guess it's not really a problem, but if you don't buy the Shepherd's Bush patterns, especially the older ones that are designed to be kits, as a kit, it's very hard to kit it up yourself. So it took me a long time, but I had to do a conversion and sort of make up my own colors and try to say like, because they might say like, oh, a light purple, a dark purple, and a medium purple. So I had to try to figure out what that meant for me. And hopefully the conversion I made is going to turn out good. But we'll just have to see. So what I got was Come Away a Haunting. And I have these specialty stitches all the way across. And the brooms, which also have some long stitch. And they wanted to do the words over one. I just can't.
Too much.
I can't over one stitch. I don't think it looks nice. It looks nice when other people do it. It doesn't look nice when I do it. So I just backstitched and it's a little wonky. The font's supposed to be wonky, so like I didn't totally mess that up. But it doesn't match quite exactly as over one would have done. But I think it's close enough. And I was much happier with it. If I had to actually stitch one over one on the words, I don't think I would have participated.
I don't think so.
I think I just would have quit. After I spent hours trying to come up with a conversion. Why don't you show this?
All right. So the one I worked on, I started in May. No, this was one.
I could tell you exactly when. I have it in my book.
Yeah, I wanted.
Were you curious?
I was curious. And it was my main stitch because I've been working really hard, really busy, long hours.
6/10.
Okay.
June.
June.
Even better.
Even better.
Good
All right.
job. I should mark that as a finish for you.
Should.
When did you finish it?
I finished it.
A couple days ago?
It was Thursday.
Thursday.
So I cannot find the actual design.
But you don't need to.
But I don't need to. So this was the Garden Sampler. I know that's the name of it.
By Lizzie Kate.
By Lizzie Kate. So keeping up with the theme of Lizzie Kate. And it's not quite fully finished because I do have to put a charm on it. But this is the pattern. It is Garden Sampler by Lizzie Kate. And it's probably been my main stitch for a while. Keeping up with the theme of garden.
It's so cute.
It is. They've got bees and a beehive and a shovel.
The beehive's the best.
Yeah, and you said it's not a beet, it's a turnip.
I think it's a turnip.
Some
or like a radish.
Thank you.
Radish.
It is a radish. So yeah, I think it's really cute too. And
so there's going to be a charm right here and right here. And so I picked out some handmade beads for Shawn at Craft Gallery.
Here's a really close
And I think I picked out like 10 of them. Because I didn't know how many you needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finished to show me. I'm like, oh, you only needed 2. And I spent how much? I'm like 10. Oh, okay.
Well, I know that there's going to be a couple patterns that we can use them for.
There better be.
Yes. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. I'm thinking of just putting out like a little plaque or something. And then when we have a garden, greenhouse or something, I can hang it up there or something. So yeah, that's what's about I've been working on for most of my time stitching lately. But now that it's fall, autumn, I am immediately into spooky season. So
and yet you started working on a piggy.
And started working on a piggy, nonetheless. So yep, I'm done with it. Took me a lot longer than I would have liked, but hey, it's not like it's Christmas.
You've been busy.
And
you've been through a rice trauma, and a cat trauma, and a house trauma.
Yeah, seriously.
A trauma.
Traumas everywhere.
But you know what? You finished it, so that's saying something.
That's right. So, boom.
Color and Cotton September Fabric Club, Dried Violets. I told you we're all over the place, from finishes to haul to all the things. Then I think I grabbed all of them. My gorgeous friend Anne, she sent me a couple of charts that she was just destashing and she didn't want to put them in Goodwill. So she sent them to me so that I could either keep them or pass them along. And so I thought this was a great time to do a little giveaway. So thank you, Anne. I'm sure everyone's going to be very excited. The first one, and so some of these patterns just so you know. Some of them have a little bit of writing on them. Some are quite older. Ones that Anne had been given, I want to say by, I think she said it was her mother-in-law, but I'm not positive. But just so you know, these aren't pristine charts. There's some wear, there's some writing. So if you want to enter to win the giveaway, then just know that. So the first giveaway, and we'll use the word, I should make note of this. I would usually make Shawn do it, but he somehow has disappeared. The first one, we're going to use the word joy. So Joy. And this is a JBW Designs. It says, I'm going to butcher this, Joy de Vivre, joy of living. So it's got some crowns. It says joy of living, I think in French, and a border. So if you want to win this, use the word joy. The next one she gave me that I think I'm going to keep for just for now is Honeybee Sampler, which is really cute. I kind of just want to stitch that beehive in the middle with the flowers and the bees around it. But the quote says, "Honeybee, my buzzy little bee, gathers honey for my tea. He kisses each flower and passes the hour," which is very cute. The next one is called Superstition Mountains, and it's an Arizona landmark by Art Ventures. And so this is a handwritten chart, just so you're aware. You don't need to keep this one, do you?
No.
And so why don't we use the word mountain? It's really pretty, and especially if someone's from Arizona or has visited Arizona or been there. I thought about stitching it for your grandparents,
Well, that's a really cool one.
But we don't need to do that. And it's really, really beautiful. And just so you know, handwritten chart.
Very nice.
So use the word mountain if you would like to win that. I don't think I've shown these to you. Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Do you need this one?
I do not need that one.
Okay, this one is Gardening Welcome, designed by Diane Arthurs of Imaginating. There's a slight bit of highlighting and a slight bit of writing, but it's totally readable. It's totally readable. Really cute. It almost reminds me of is it Cricket Collection?
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of the big texts with. It's really cute. So use the word welcome if you would like to win that. And there's a little bit of wear on the chart as well. The next one, do you need it? We didn't clarify anything.
No.
Is the American School of Needlework, Sunflowers, Sunflowers, Sunflowers. And this is pretty cute.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like that one in the middle that almost looks like a seed pack. Oh yeah, it says sunflower seeds.
Nice.
That one's really cute. So if you would like to win that, use the word sunflower. Are you writing them down?
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a list going too.
Nice.
This one I'm going to keep. It's called The Bunny Hutch, which we were just looking at bunnies today.
You were, weren't you? That's pretty cute too.
I really like the one that's just sitting there facing directly above home is, just facing forward in all his glory. I had bunnies growing up, Fiddles and Baby.
Mm-hmm.
And Fiddles was 25 pounds. He was a giant Great American Checkered. And I kind of want to stitch just that one staring straight ahead in black and white. And that could be our Fiddles.
It could be.
And then I'll pass it on. And then the last one, I will pass on if anybody's interested. And if not interested, then I will totally keep it for myself. So this is the American Quilt Collection Indian Summer by Laura Pernin. And so this will be a canvas piece. I guess you could stitch it on linen or Aida, but it's designed for canvas. So if you are interested in that, let's use the word summer. And I have not opened this, so I'm not sure if it has any writing or anything on it. It's just how Anne sent it to me. So I think that's all we have for giveaways.
Nice.
Seems like quite a bit.
It was.
So thank you so much, Anne. I really, really appreciate you sending that to us and sharing it with everyone. I'm sure everyone appreciates it too. So thank you.
Yeah.
So back to this bag. My goodness. Okay. Color and Cotton September Fabric Club. Pumpkin Glow. That's cool. Look at that in there.
That's so vibrant. I love it.
Another new start for me in this gorgeous, I figured it out. I'm pretty sure it's Cricklewood Crossing bag.
It's nice.
It's large. So I took a class with my Needle Arts Guild of Toledo, and we had a teacher fly in from Colorado. And of course I can't find the photo on top. Oh no, it's in here. I just gotta pull it out. I should have had you get me a drink when you were up. A beverage.
In the part of the bag itself, birds.
Oh yeah.
And butterflies. Very cool.
And so this class was called Carrots by Jennifer Reifenberg. So that's what the final piece will be. And my friend Diane she used some fluffy thread at the top for the carrots, so they really look like real carrot tops. And so I think I might use that on it. But you can show where I am so far.
Yeah. Got a lot done on this one.
Yeah, there's a lot still attached there.
Sorry. So this is what she has done already.
So in the class we spent one day on two of the carrots, then the second day on the middle carrot, and we started some of the bands and the sky. And so there's all sorts of different stitches in there.
It's really cool. That is definitely corn or carrots. Mm-hmm. And they're very fall.
So getting there, a lot left to go. The sky is the hardest for me. It's very repetitive, and you have to lay your threads. You have to use a laying tool and be really conscious about keeping your stitches flat and your threads lined up so that way they don't look wonky. Totally worth it for the effect. Very time consuming for me. I really struggle with it. Some people in the class, they just blew through it and they were like, I'm done. I was like, I blew through the carrots, no problem, but getting through the sky is going to take me a while.
Well on your way, though.
Yeah. It was a lot, though. It was 2 full days from 9:30 to 4:30. And by the end of the last, 2 hours of the last day, I was done. But it was a lot of fun, so hopefully I will finish that sooner than later, because I don't want it to languish.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I don't think this was it a new start? I don't know what's a new start since we've chatted. Oh no, I don't even have the paper in here. Oh, yes I do. It's hidden in the fabric. So, hands-on design, 31st block.
I feel like you did a new start on this one.
I don't even know, man.
Recent.
I could check my book, but it's not important. So I've been working on that.
That's a cool one.
And I have the bottom stitched. Look at this. I need a sheep. Catch my flies. The bottom is done. And I'm currently... Oh, I remember why I stopped on this. I had to frog out a whole section. So all of this orange and green has to come out. The white is done and correct, but I miscounted off of the white for the orange. And you can see it's still fuzzy where I started taking it out, and then I just got so mad I couldn't do it anymore.
As it happens.
But I had almost that entire corner done when I realized. And because it's so symmetrical, you can't really fudge it. It was a hard day. I think we went and got Indian. Because I was like, I need food. I'm angry. I need comfort food. Which, that sounds really good. I know we said BLTs, but like, come on, man. And that's where I had gotten on the strip. So,
there's so much done on this one.
Getting there.
You are.
Because if there's a 3-inch border, so that's really only from here to here. So, I had picked up the pins for the top, which I guess I don't have to show them. I have them. But I had gotten the 31st pins.
It's going to make a really cool disconio.
Yeah. So, did I finish the word treats?
You did.
So,
well, you have a little partial S left, but hey, we're going to count it.
Oh, it's probably because there was a page break.
Page break.
So, I stitched from there to there, and I just have this part left. So, getting there.
I like the combination of colors on the black. It makes everything pop.
Yeah, and I always thought stitching on black was going to be so hard, but this is on 14 count Aida, and while yeah, you can see through the holes, and it's not sort of as tight as linen or stitching on like an 18 count black, I can see it.
Right. And
so I could stitch on it no problem, and so it made me less scared to stitch on black. I just have to do it on 14 count. Thunk. Oh, keep up with the frogging.
There you go.
I had worked on the blue flower. This was my birthday start last year.
It was your start.
I don't know what my birthday start is going to be this year. I probably shouldn't do one since I didn't finish this sucker.
You have to have a birthday start.
I do. So here's where I am. I finished... I don't know what I worked on. Oh, okay. So I had this stitched already, and I added this entire motif and this almost the entire bird, and then I realized that both of those are stitched too high. They're supposed to be under the wing. So I literally have to take them and move them down here. And that's so much movement, I can't fudge any of it. It all has to come out. And I couldn't even bring myself to take it out. Because... where is it?
It is.
They're supposed to be sort of under the wing and in line. And instead, let me fold it up so we can see. And this is why I didn't finish it this year. It's
a pretty big pattern.
It's so large.
It's a big pattern.
It's so big.
Yeah, this is.
Okay. You want to hold it over here? No, the pattern.
Oh, this.
No, the pattern.
There we go.
So you can see where the wing ends. It's too high. It's supposed to start like right around here. There's no way around it. I'm so mad. I'm still mad. Just looking at it showing you, I'm like,
Just like
ugh, I'm gonna really thunk it across the floor.
You gotta make them extra
And
thunk.
you can see our kitty cat has gotten a hold of the bag.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with plastic. Maybe that's why his mouth is messed up.
Yeah, I took out a bag of granola from the cupboard to take to work.
Stop.
And I was just like, I poured some milk in a cup, so I just ate it straight out of the bag. And I'm like, the edge of the bag and teeth marks. Like, okay, he was hungry too.
Oh my gosh. That sounds about right. We only ordered one thing from Expo or Nashville Market. Whatever the latest one was. I think it was Nashville Market. You know?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I forget you're a real stitcher now.
Embarrassed.
Why don't you show it?
Reps, weight, time under tension. Okay, there we go.
Birth to rice.
Birth to rice. So this one is out of the Hello Halloween. This is by Teresa Kogut. This is the pattern stitch book follow along that she has.
Yeah, there's like 8 or 13 patterns.
It's like 13-ish.
11 cross stitch designs.
But it's her collection of Halloween.
6 are 2020 and 2021 Patreon designs, and 5 are brand spanking new. But this one is so cute. And I don't think I'm going to stitch the whole thing because it is a lot. But I really want to stitch this row of cats carrying brooms. I just love that. Maybe this cat, like this scene right here, and this one right here. But it's separate things.
Yeah.
But definitely this row. And then the other 7 here is just cute too.
They are.
But
they're very big. The patterns are easy to follow, just like normal.
oh yeah, just like the piggy, really easy to see.
Yeah.
So that's been nice.
That's very cool.
This looks. Oh, this is more haul. I'm starting to get a pile of haul, so we could get to that after. This was a bag from Frogwarts, which. Oh gosh, so I won Frogwarts, which I'm pretty sure I think we filmed after Frogwarts last year, so I think I announced it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got my prize pack, and I have not opened the box, and it's been sitting under our kitchen table for, I don't know, over a month now, just taunting us, but we wanted to film the unboxing. So hopefully we'll do that after this video, because I really want to get into the box. And what a perfect weekend to get a whole bunch of presents on my birthday weekend.
That's right.
So we should film that. But anyway, Frogwarts. So Frogwarts unboxing video should be coming. So I decided to participate in the hands-on design costume party sale. And I'm going to hold the pattern way back because I don't have an overall picture. So it says Halloween, and it's got some pumpkins and bottles and banners and things like that. So I was doing really good because she released it in parts, and I was working on the first part, and then I realized I didn't have the brown, and then I went and bought the brown, and then what caught my eye? Oh, I think that the Halloween sale from the beginning that I showed on the green fabric, that caught my eye, and I was like, done.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeet.
Yeet.
And, oh, where's that sheep? And so this is where I had gotten. So I have almost the entire first part done. I think I just have to finish along on this shelf and then give the bird some wings. But really cute. And so I had gotten the whole kit and caboodle. So I got the finishing board, which was really presumptuous of me. I'm going to have it done in time for Halloween. I need that specific board. It's stitched on, I picked my own fabric, so it's stitched on Color and Cotton Harbor Gray, which is part of the 2020 Fabric Club. And I also got the Lady Dot Creates finishing pack. So it came in some perforated paper because there's some small designs, as well as the trim. And then I was super presumptuous.
More to that one than I thought. Like the finishing stuff. I think it looked really good though.
Oh yeah, because I got really quiet again.
Yep, that's right. That's what happened.
You might have been going through your rice trauma. And I was like, oh, trauma, I order something. No, I think it was before that though. Oh, okay. I know what caught my eye now. It wasn't the Halloween sale. Oh, here comes baby.
Oh boy.
Come on. Come on, Tink.
I want to bulldoze. I want to bulldoze.
Say hi, buddy. He's so miserable.
Misery.
He's still swollen. He had surgery along his jaw. On the cheek, thankfully not the jaw, but this whole side. So that's baby.
He's
and
recuperating.
He looks even sadder with a ducky collar.
Yeah.
A yellow rubber ducky collar holding on his coat.
Yep.
It is pitiful. So I had stitched a pattern from the Blue Flower. And it's a kitty cat in a pumpkin. I love it.
It's very cute.
And I don't know what this fabric was. It was just a random piece that I have, but I really like the green. So that's a finish, thankfully. And then I had also stitched and finished. This is what caught my eye. This is Starry Night by Bothy Threads. So I had gotten this kit from Sarah off of the freebie table at StitchCon. And when she stitched it, I just loved it so much. So the second I saw it there, I like literally lunged for it.
You did.
And it's just so cute. And I think I posted a picture of these on my Instagram before backstitching. And they just look like little chicken nuggets.
They do.
So if you want to see chicken nuggets on a broom, go to Instagram.
You finished that very fast, too.
Because I couldn't put it down. I loved it so much.
Like 2 days.
It really isn't that much stitching. It's the back stitching that makes it look more intense. And it was supposed to say Happy Halloween, but I didn't think it really added to it. So I left it off. And then I got to call it done.
Yeah, it's good on its own, too.
So. Let's see. This is what the kit had looked like. And then here's some new, we bought quite a bit.
Yeah.
We did get some Stitchy Kindness from Marianne. So Marianne, thank you so much for these. She had gotten Shawn the Mill Hill Ghost Trilogy called Ellis.
I like that one. That's pretty cool.
And the beading in the middle is so awesome. And then she got me Essence. The little kitty cat. So cute. And I like how you can really see the black vaguely behind the ghost.
Oh, yeah. That's really nice. That's clever.
Because then it looks like it's a real ghosty and you can see through it. It's awesome.
That's
so
clever.
Thank you so much, Marianne.
Thank you.
Very excited. Let's see what else is going on here. Well, I don't know why this is in the bag, but I apparently bought myself a little plaster magnet kit from Joann's and this little kitty cat.
I forgot about that one.
So that's in my bag, so I guess there you go. This is Bestitch Me fabric of the month called Water Nymph. So pretty.
I think that's pretty cool. It's like a tutti frutti.
It's different with the yellow and the tealish blue. Now I'm thinking about Indian food. Just show fabric and I'm like, garlic naan.
Garlic naan.
Okay. We're getting there. The bag is closing. You don't have anything else over there, do you?
I don't.
Oh, at my carrot class, they had a little giveaway table, and somebody had put one of these flower frogs out. I think it's called a flower frog. No, it's a flower something. You're supposed to put them in vases, and then you could stick your flowers through it, sort of like we did with tape on the other vase. Made our own. But people use these, and they stick them in, like, teacups or whatever, and then they stick their scissors in it. So someone just had this for free on the table, and I was so excited to see one in the wild.
That's pretty cool. That's
so
different.
that was fun. This is Harvest Home by the Shepherd's Bush. This is the pattern I'm going to put into the giveaway for the Stitching Shepherd's Sal. Remember, if you want to participate, whip or new start, Shepherd's Bush, email to your picture to Kim and Sarah and use the hashtag on Instagram if you're on there. But that's the kit I'm going to give away. And I think that trim is really cute. Okay, 2 new starts and the rest is haul. So if you've hated that we've shown you haul through this whole video, you may leave and you won't have to see the rest. But we're doing pretty good, 1 hour and 14 minutes. I thought we were going to be here way longer. So the next one is, it's going to be hard to show a picture, I think, because it came out of a magazine. But I just saw this and I instantly, because I get the magazines from the library, so I instantly printed it when I saw this. If I can find a cover. Oh no, do I not have a cover?
The picture for that cover.
A drama. Talk for me.
I was trying to figure out what I want to do for my first Halloween start. I'm trying to think.
I thought you'd want to start that banner.
The banner.
But we do have a lot.
Full spook mode now. It's 1st of October. Leaves are just starting to change around here. Still a little bit warm for my liking, but I can't wish all the warmth away because in a couple months I'm going to be...
I wish it was warm.
But very happy, very spook season. I'm in it. So...
Okay, so I don't have a good overall picture, so I'll have to show you sort of a side picture of it. But this was called 3D Halloween Houses in the World of Cross Stitching. I wonder if it's coming across that you were just like patting the cat.
Supporting his head, as always.
Hi, Wally.
Hi, Wally.
This looks so miserable.
Sad. Very sad.
He's taken to laying on top of me again at night. He was mad at us for a while and didn't participate in going to bed. And now he's laying on top of me with his body like against my chest on top of a pillow. And then he puts his cone on my cheek. And so I've literally this last week been sleeping almost... Oh no. I don't know if you heard all of that.
He literally just went right into my lava bottle.
But sleeping with his cone on my face. And so I'm sitting there just like, like, so thank you. So grateful, Wally. So 3D Halloween houses in the world of cross stitching. Oh no. He's circling.
He's circling, so it's...
So this is the back of the house and the side, and I don't have a good picture of the front. But it's basically this 3D haunted house, and so I am...
Which is so cool. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I know a lot of people... It's on this plastic canvas. They wanted it to be... I think I just dropped a needle. Yeah. They wanted it to be on a smaller fabric or smaller plastic canvas, but my Michaels only had this one, so if it's a little bigger, that's fine. And then you cut out little windows in some of the pieces, so you could put one of those, like a tea candle in it, the electric ones. Oh my gosh, he's just a tank. You could put one of the electric or battery powered ones in there, and then the whole house would glow.
Oh, yes.
So this is roof, I think J and I, or 2 of J, I don't know, whatever it is. But I have 2 little mini roofs done, and that's it. But this was nice to take camping, because I could really see it while we were sitting there at night.
Yeah, it was very clear to...
So, and just to show, these are some of the colors. And they also have a pumpkin barn, too. So I think that's where the orange goes, but we'll see if I make it. So that was cool. Something very different to work on, which was nice.
The 3D aspect was very definitely.
So the World of Cross Stitching, one of their most recent ones. If you really wanted to know, message me and I could figure out which one it was in, but it was definitely one of their most recent issues because I saw it and immediately got the stuff for it. And then the last project, which is one of my first starts.
Yeah, one of the first
from when I
starts.
First started stitching. This is the Witchy Stitcher, the Steel Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
So if you've been around a while, you might remember it. The cat is currently on his pillow across from us, glaring like he wasn't over here getting love. And that's where I got. So that's pretty much the top. There's a couple ghosts and backstitch that go on either side. The happy is done. I'm almost done with Halloween. And then I have to go in, I think, with orange. And then just fill in the orange down here. And there's a couple like random one-off stitches around. But this is also really, really close.
You got a lot done.
So this has been sitting around for many Halloweens, and I really should take it out of the hoop so it doesn't get weird. But Maybe next Halloween. I really thought this year was gonna do it, and
You
then
never know. You might want to pick it up and then
I don't
stitch
know.
on it for a weekend or
Sparkly
two.
things drew my attention, and here we are. But I made some progress there, which was nice. Do you want to grab the bag that has our kits in it, and we could show those? All the stuff we kitted for Halloween?
Oh, yeah.
It's right on the side of the couch. No, the other couch.
Oh.
Okay. Should we do kits or finish the haul? Kits? Shawn just left. So the first one was already a pre-kitted. And this is Vamp Purr by Satsuma Street. I just love the beaded bloody fangs. And that's on perforated paper. Was that yours or mine? You can speak. You don't have to.
It's yours.
You don't have to mime and point at me.
It's yours.
Oh my gosh. So that was mine. Another one of mine is Barbara Anna Designs Black Cat Hollow Part 1. There's 3 parts. And let's see. Where are the other parts? I told you there's a lot in this bag. Oh no, where's part? Here it is. So, part 1 is that. Part 2 and part 3. And so all together, they say, nothing on the first one. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. And I think this is really pretty, but I don't like the colors. They just don't, they don't do it for me. So what I decided to do was put it on this really pretty Be Stitch Me fabric, which is not coming across, but there's some purples in there. And then I am 90% sure, 95% sure I did a color conversion. So I'm trying to brighten up those colors and make it a little more fall and a little more enticing. So I'm pretty sure I picked different colors.
Looks like it.
Yeah, because I have a 470 green in there, and there's not one in this.
Shows a little bit brighter
So,
colors.
Trying to spice it up a little bit, which I think having being spiced up, it'll be really pretty because the design's super cool. I couldn't with the color. Oh no! I don't know how to put anything. This is Spooky Stories Bookmark and Scissor Fob by the Black Needle Society. This was in their last Trick or Treat box. So it's on perforated paper and goes in this little charm. And it says, "Off to my grave, for I am dead. Place at my side a needle and thread." It's just very cute. So that's also mine. Oh, this is yours.
Yeah. Silver Creek Samplers Flying Lesson, Dusk to Dawn, Flight Aviation Institute, 1692. I thought that was a really cute one. And you picked it out.
Well, that was also in the Halloween box by Black Needle Society.
Oh, it was.
And I just thought you would like to stitch it. I think everyone can buy it now. I'm pretty sure I saw it released.
Fully kitted. Yeah, very cool.
This one I have had kitted for at least, I think, my first stitching Halloween. And I still haven't started it. Spirits and Spells by Brenda Gervais.
It reminds me of the fall one that I did. The witch is similar.
Oh, the same hat.
Same hat, same kind of stitch.
She changed her outfit for the day. And that I had kitted up all of the fancy floss.
Mm-hmm.
So, wild and out. And I think I even did the 36 count, like, tan fabric. Which, if I had kitted it now, I don't think I would have picked a tan fabric.
No.
So, I'll stick true to my past self, and I'll stitch it as I intended. This is for me, Tiny Modernist Halloween brief. So it says Trick or Treat, also really bright, fun colors. And I'm going to stitch that on the purple fabric, light purple, and it is Wisteria by Color and Cotton. And you can see the colors here are nice and bright. But I think that purple will look great.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
This is yours. Can you put the pattern back in that bag? Because we'll never know.
Never know. Yes. This one is by Bent Creek. Oodles of Autumn. And I love it. Really cute. Woodland critters. The fox, raccoon.
The raccoon did it for us.
Yeah. Very much so. So I thought that was a really cool one. Stitch that one. Probably started here since I have the fabric and the colors as well. It's a nice color scheme.
Yeah, because somebody spent several days working on all this.
That's true. Somebody did do that.
This is Halloween Owls by Madame Chantilly. Really, really cute.
That purple's really cool.
I like the ones that
One
have
we call
the
exotic.
ghosts on. Owls with ghost costumes. And I'm going to stitch it on Color and Cotton Exotic Orchid. So I thought that'd be wild.
It is a wild color.
I think you'll still be able to see it, but it'll be really cool looking.
Mm.
This is yours and I want it.
But you can't have it.
I
will
if you don't start it, I might start it.
I'll stitch it for you though. This is Trellis in Time, Spooky Town. And it's really cool because I just told Fawn the other day that I am into like really wild colors, switching design. Look at that. They got a mushroom house, pumpkin house. And, yeah. And it's all kitted up. And yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
This is yours.
Yes. So I hadn't completed my summer squirrel pattern. This is also by the Blue Flower, but keeping it with themes with, I have the summer squirrel, I have the spring squirrel. I have more so done with the summer squirrel, but it's now going to be a fall squirrel probably. But this one is Halloween squirrel. And I love it so much because it's the little squirrel, and the big one has the cape, Dracula's cape and stuff. A nice little pumpkin.
It's so cute.
Actually, the little one is wearing
like a little princess outfit.
Princess outfit.
Maybe prince.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I think this is going to be one of the first starts to do.
Did you show the fabric?
I didn't.
You didn't show it in the bag.
This one is, which one design is this? This is 14 count Eek.
Picture this plus.
Picture this plus. So that's a really nice one.
I think that'll be fun with it.
Oh, it's going to be very fun.
This is a shepherd's bush Boo to You. That is so cute. And it comes with the button and the whole thing. Which I might switch out the fabric, but I also might not.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Looks easy to see.
It does.
I'm getting older. Oh, this is yours.
Yeah.
Not really fall, but I guess it ended up in the bag.
It did end up in the bag, but I still want to... Teresa Kogut did is the Top Hat Sheep.
We saw this actually stitched. I'm pretty sure it was the model for it.
Oh, yeah.
And Shawn, I'm across the store and I just hear Shawn giggling. And I look and he's looking at the model of the sheep. It's like, well, we're buying that.
It's a very gentlemanly sheep stuff.
This is Halloween Town by Madame Chantilly. It's got the witches riding over the town. And I'm going to do it on shale, which is like a purpley gray.
Yeah.
This is yours.
I'm gonna start this one soon. This reminds me of your skeleton one, but not as like huge and daunting. But this is by the Drawn Thread. Chillin'. You got a nice skeleton, and you got some bats in there. Halloween. And a couple spiders, so yeah, that'd be a nice.
Can you show the fabric when you're showing all this stuff?
Oh, I shouldn't. Orange Soda, by the way. This is the one that we chose, obviously by Color and Cotton. But that's going to be a nice color for it. Because there's a lot of white.
This is yours.
So this one I will start stitching for Fawn. She chose this one, and it's really cool. Silver Creek Samplers. It's just
on the back is the name. I think it's Ophelia.
Yeah.
Olivia Olafrife.
Olivia Olafrife.
I don't know.
But it is really cool. It says, she wears a dress of scarlet red and orange leaves from overhead that sparkle with a frosty glow, soon buried in a winter's snow. And it's really cool because the dress is like leaves and it has the bird.
It's just so pretty.
It's very pretty. I'm going to start stitching that for Fawn. And the color of the fabric is really nice too.
Oh yeah.
Very autumn-like.
Be awesome. This is for me, and it's the Primrose Cottage Stitches October 9 patch. And so when I said I had gotten my best friend to start stitching, this is the project that she picked out to start with. And I was like, well, what do you want to stitch on? We don't have to do white. We could do sort of any color. And as we were talking, I was like, how about lime green? And she was like, yes. So if you could see the fabric in there, I'm showing the chart. We are both, she actually started it and finished hers already. She finished it with almost like the first weekend, basically.
It's impressive.
And I was like, yes, we picked a good one to start. And so we're going to stitch it on this lime green fabric, and it should be awesome.
Very cool.
This is going to be mine, but then you decided that you couldn't let it go, so I will relinquish to you.
This is by Lindy Stitches, which I do love this one, and it's really funny. 2 patterns. They've got
Halloween Tales, I think.
Halloween Tales, yes, is what the actual pattern is called. You've got the cat riding this pony, and then you've got this Frankenstein cat with, it looks like a bat on its tail. So yeah, I like it a lot.
And so we picked a color and cotton fabric that we had that seems like it'll match.
Yeah.
This is yours.
Oh man, so this reminds me of one of the first autumn lanes that I did, and it is in progress. It's
the only time it gets love is when I need to use it for like a gravestone or grave or something in the Frogwarts challenge.
That's true. And I like the autumn lane ones just because like there are a lot of black silhouette, and this one is called Midnight Brew by Autumn Lane. It's witch in the middle of the night brewing up some potion. You've got the owls and the birds and the jack-o'-lantern and cat in the trees. But it's really cool. It's nearly all black except for the eyes and owls and the cauldron. But
I'm going to use this bright green we found.
Yeah, I thought the bright green would really make the black pop a lot.
And it's sparkly linen.
Yeah, it's actually
which that's
sparkles.
probably why you haven't started it, because it's linen.
Linen. It's different.
But you can do it.
But yeah, that's going to be started and then stowed away for 5 years. This is Sleepy Hollow by Liz Matthews. And I think this one's cool. I forgot that we had this one. So it's a bunch of animals and this big old tree. It says Sleepy Hollow. And I do like, the pumpkins to me are really standing out. I think they're pretty cool on the bottom. But I do like animals on branches. So, oh, yeah, and that is the fabric. It is just
it's like
off-white.
An off-white with like...
It's called Ophelia by Color
maybe
and Cotton.
slightly green tinge to it.
Slightly. And yes, Halloweenies by the Plum Street Samplers. Gotta have it for the collection. I think this makes 6 or 7 weenies.
You have most of them.
I have
There's
most
a
of the
couple I still
weenies.
have to get find for you.
And I just found one of the weenies, the original OG that we first got. And I started a couple stitches on that, so.
Oh, you did?
I did. So, but this is the one. I love it. I love the witch's hat on the one, and the motifs and the design and stuff. And they have a bunch of pumpkins and.
There's no baby in that one.
There's no baby in that one, but
How rude.
very rude. But yeah, I think I might end up doing these on all, like, make them pillows. That's called avocado, the linen or the fabric.
Yeah, so we're gonna toss that on a limey green.
That's right.
And then I have Spooky Row by Bent Creek.
That's really
I'm
cool.
gonna do it like that. That'll be nice.
Yes, it will be.
And then the last one is With Thy Needle Jack-O-Lantern Jubilee. And this it has 6 different patterns in it. And there's some on the back. And I'm going to stitch it on a mix of fabrics. So it's going to be some pillows on this lavender, some on the orange, and some on the bright green. So I think that'll look really cool.
I think it'll look really cool too.
Nice to have some different ones. I'm doing her Easter series, and I'm doing that on 3 different colors. So I've only gotten, I think, one of them stitched, but I'm gonna do it on 3 different colors.
That's right. Hey, you started it.
So that's that. Okay, I'm gonna move this over. Okay, so that's it for our Halloween kits and all the things, and so whatever's left is just some haul we've gotten since July, and it's October. I feel the need to clarify since it's so much. Like, it's many months. It's been months. The first is 3 charts from Autumn Lane. So I was lucky enough to get one of their Halloween boxes, and it came with 4 patterns. I only have 3 to show because I didn't print off the 4th one, but the 4th one is my favorite, of course, and it's really, really cool. So this one is a spooky stroll. Good Witch, Bad Witch. And Tonight We Ride. Which, that one's just wild.
That is wild.
I like how it's sort of concaved.
Yeah.
It's not just flat across, which is really cool. Adds some dimension.
It does.
Okay, I don't know where to put anything. Croquette Go-Go. And I cannot pronounce that. Lizoni de Mahija?
I would say that's correct.
Mahia? I don't know.
Mahia.
It says Tonight Witches Spell Lessons. And it's so cute. It's got the witch, and it's got a little mousie that's also teaching. And it's got a cat and a mouse sitting on jack-o'-lanterns with broomsticks. It's gonna be awesome. It's pretty big, 249 by 122. Wow, that'll be cool. This is yours.
By Brenda Gervais, Autumn's Acorn Gathering. I like the male squirrel who's just in this suit and tie. And female with, looks like a crow and a pumpkin. So that's pretty cute. I like that one a lot.
I think that one's new.
Mm-hmm. And this one right here with the blue flower. Another autumn squirrel. And I like it. It's really cool how they do the acorns, I always think.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hands-on design, Clover and Hive.
Also the blue flower, the winter squirrel. I like this one. It's got the squirrel with the acorns on the Christmas tree on the wagon.
The Trilogy Secret Egg Hunt. That bunny in the middle that's like can barely carry the egg just cracked me up. And it came with the fabric and the charms.
This is by the Quirky Quaker. This is a raccoon. This one's pretty cute because it's really cute and tiny, small. That'd be a nice little design.
I bought that after our camping trip.
Oh, that's very cool.
Trellis in Time, Merry Christmas to All. pretty sure Shawn's gonna steal that.
I might.
You're like, I didn't see that.
No, I didn't actually.
Those are the ones I got when I went out with Bree and we went to the Stitch shop together.
I like the bold colors.
Me too.
Love it.
Crosswing Collection First Encounter. And Crosswing Collection, and then comes Spring.
That's a nice one.
It's gonna be a lot because of those tree branches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about sort of cutting the design and just getting this, but it doesn't look the same. Like, that doesn't look as nice. That looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one day I'll have to do it and I'll just have to suffer through all the gray. I'm a little bitter about it since I did all the tree bark for the woodpeckers that I stitched. So maybe this will have to, it'll have to languish for a long time before I adventure on it. Let's see. Mouse's Halloween Stitching by Taya Modernist. The Skull and the Scissors just did it for me. Primrose Cottage Stitches, Witchy Way.
That's cool.
I love the boot. It looks like my new boots that I got,
Yeah.
which have a very pointy toe.
They do.
And I'm like, ooh, I feel like such a little witch. Just like clap, clap, clap.
The clickety clop.
Yes. Let's see. We're getting there. Got quite a bit. Oh no, it's all falling. So we went to the craft gallery, what's it called? Garage sale.
Garage sale.
And so they had different people come in with their stuff, and then you could also shop in the store. So some of these things came from those. So I just got some needles, nothing fancy. This kit made me laugh, and it was picked up on the clearance table. And it's the Mill Hill Seasonal Sampling Counted Glass Bead Kit of a Mallard. So, shocking, Dad. I picked that up for you. Here are your buttons, Shawn.
Buttons. I have many buttons. Went there because I needed a couple of buttons for the garden sampler. So, I'm trying to decide on this little bird. This bird. Sorry if they're not coming into resolution.
Maybe just hold it back a little.
Yeah, there we go. Bird. Got a butterfly.
Almost looks like a half of an orange.
It does, doesn't it? A cute little birdhouse.
So that half of an orange made me think of, we did a Kroger order pickup today, and Kroger's our local grocery store, and I meant to order 5 tomatoes, and because the bananas, you have to give them a count. You can't just say I want 5 bunches, you have to say I want 5 bananas. So I thought the tomatoes were the same. The tomatoes are not the same. So I ended up getting 5 bunches of on the vine tomatoes when I wanted 5 tomatoes.
Yeah, so there's like 20 of them now.
There's more than 20. Oh my god. There's 25 because there were 5 to a bunch.
Okay then. So we have
4 to 5
25.
to a bunch. So we have 25 tomatoes. And I pulled out this bag and it's literally like this.
It's huge.
Double bagged. It's huge. I was like, well, I already got apples because I had a bag of apples that big so I can make apple crumb. And then I was like, those aren't apples. Oh no. There's so many tomatoes.
Yeah, we're gonna be having omelets and BLTs and something with them. Make some sauce.
So that made me think of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue your buttons.
Oh, I only had one more, and this this little sheepy as well. So trying to decide on that.
Okay. So then, Liberty and Justice for All by Shepherd's Bush. I really like that light blue fabric, and it's not the same color in the kit. So I think I'm going to switch it out for something bright blue because it's just so cute like that. This is yours.
Fawn got this for me. She saw it, and I must have.
You must have.
Teresa Koget, It is called Black and Jack. It's really funny. Like the jack-o'-lantern at the bottom and that Wally face I've gotten so many times. So I love it.
Man, I got a big old pile for you over here.
I know. There's
Okay.
a lot down over there.
These are yours, so we can go one at a time.
Holy crap. All right.
This is Bent Creek, witches, hats, a bats, a cat, and a Halloween this and that. And it's really cute. And it's big, it's with pearl cotton.
Another one of Teresa Kogut's is this Tabby's Halloween.
I think this one's new.
It cracks me up. So it's a cat with trick-or-treating, and it's like in a clown costume. It's kinda. I don't know
Like
what you would call it.
A clown or a jester or...
I'm gonna say a jester.
I don't know. It's funny, the frill.
Yeah, just like the...
And the pumpkin is miserable.
The pumpkin is miserable.
Show it again.
It's like,
Leave me be. This is The Witch Next Door by Primrose Cottages. I don't really like to stitch houses, but that one I really liked it. And I think I might do it in something other than white, so if you have any suggestions, let me know.
This is also by Bent Creek, Oodles of Summer. I like that.
I feel like there's one you have all 4 seasons now, and there's one in each of these that just cracks me up.
It really...
I think this one I like the little chickies sitting on the sheep.
Mm-hmm. Right? This is the spring pattern of Oodles of Spring.
And what one cracked me up? Oh, the little bird in the nest at the top.
Yeah, it's got little spiky hair at the top, and it is cute. And then the winter pattern of Bent Creek is Oodles of Winter, and I think I like that seal.
I like the bunny.
You like the bunny? So that's pretty cool. Fun patterns.
Lucky Treasure, Shepherd's Bush. Okay.
Nice.
Scary Mouse, Brenda Gervais. It's so cute. I like her little apron.
It is very funny. This one is by Madame Chantilly. This is called Hen Cooking.
I found this one for you, and I loved it.
It's really cool. I like the flowers. I do like the alphabet.
She's popping popcorn.
And popping popcorn. Hen cooking. Isn't that fun? It's really cool.
Home Sweet Haunted Home, Primrose Cottage. I've had a thing lately. I want to stitch smaller things because I really liked getting those small finishes.
Mm-hmm.
And so these smaller patterns are really calling me lately.
Really cool.
You want me to go again?
Yeah.
I finally caved and bought this because it was on clearance. Madame Chantilly, April Dulce Dormir. And it's the bunnies, and there's just the bunny sleeping on top of a carrot when he's supposed to be working. And I think that's I think I'm just going to stitch that part. I mean, I kind of like the parents looking, like, mad at him. The dad is just pointing directly at the bunny. So that's kind of funny. So maybe I'll stitch it all. But I just loved it.
It is really cool.
And I've looked at it for a long time.
And this is one that Fawn got me. She thought of me, which is very accurate. It's called Satsuma Street by Jody Rice.
No, it's Fun Guy by Satsuma Street.
Thank you.
Who is Jody Rice?
Who is Jody Rice? Fun guy. And look at that skull with a bunch of mushrooms coming out of it. I thought it was so cool. It's vibrant.
She's got so many of those, but the vampire, the kitty, and this one are the ones I personally like the best.
And it comes with the floss and the beads as well.
And the perforated paper.
So that's very cool.
This is Heartstring Samplery Seahorse Soiree Biscore New.
That reminds me of you, definitely.
I realized that this is a whale on the edge, and then I was sold. So it'd be nice to have some summery stuff.
Yeah.
Lizzie K Kitty String. This, I think I only paid like $1 for, so I was like, okay. Twist my arm. Heartstring Samplery Scary Sampler. So this is new. And I wasn't going to get it because I don't really stitch houses. I don't really stitch samplers. Like, it doesn't do it for me. But then I heard somebody talking about this, and there's apparently so many different small motifs in here that are taken from horror, spooky type genres. So I think there's a snake from Beetlejuice. The flowers on the border are the Demogorgons from Stranger Things. I think this graveyard is the graveyard from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And so there's just like a bunch of little tidbits in there. And as soon as I knew that those were Demogorgon flowers, I was like, shit.
So
I have to buy it now.
Take my money.
So it's just really fun. And it's a booklet, so I bet she goes into detail inside about all the details.
Yes, very exciting.
2 things left, and then we'll let you go. This is the Just Nan Glory Bee Mouse, and you know I love my mice. She's so pretty. And it came with the tin, all the stuff you need to stitch it, and I really like that the tin came with it all kitted together, so I feel like if I had to buy them separately, I'd be like, I don't need it. But then once they put them in the same package, I'm like, shit.
Mine.
So there's that one, and then there is also in the same series, I think they might be doing one for each season, but I'm not positive, Plumed Peacock Mouse. And she's also so pretty.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a really nice addition.
I always like the mice, so that works.
And there's so much detail that goes into them too.
But they also stitch up really quick, so
They do.
it's like nice to see all of that come together.
Right.
We did it.
You did it. Dang.
So it's been a while. It's been a while since we filmed. It's been a while we did film. Hopefully Frogwatch unboxing is coming very soon. I don't think we're going to do it tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Break it up. Yeah, so thanks so much for always being here with us and understanding that we have to take some time in between, and that's okay. So thank you.
Yeah.
Use the words for the giveaway down below if you are interested in any of those. Thank you again, Anne. I'm sure everybody will be very excited.
Right.
We say this every time. We will be back soon, hopefully sooner than last time, but then we go months.
Well, now that it's spooky season, we're going to be stitching more, we're going to be inside more.
Well, yeah, so it's also fall into winter, we're home more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we weren't home very much.
Right.
So that helps too. So.
Absolutely.
But if we don't come on for a bit, maybe it's because we're buying a house and we're moving. So good vibes. Hopefully that's the reason.
Send us that good house energy. Please.
The house.
The house.
Yeah, so here's my long goodbye because I can't end things. So see you soon.
Bye.